I'm here live with Gbenga Adeyinka on LaffMatazz UK edition.
God bless you, my brother.
Good to see you. It's been a long time.
How is the factory cooking?
Still cooking. This is the first LaffMatazz here in the UK.
Very first time in the UK.
Wow.
I've been here to support other people, but it's the first time I'm doing
This is
my
your
own
major.
thing. Yeah.
Okay, great. Tell us about the idea behind the comedy and music.
Okay. What we decided to do is bring something different. You know, you go for comedy shows, you have some DJ drop your track, 2 performances, you have comedians make you laugh. But this time, I want to create the party environment where after we're done with the jokes, you now have a live band that can sing everything from Two-Face to Ebenezer Obey, from Ebenezer Obey to Pasuma.
All the Lambas.
All the Lambas, they drop everything. And at that point, we tell people to take off their shoes and dance. You know, I realize that every time I come here, people are always too serious.
Very serious.
It's always, oh, I have a job, I have a job, I have a job. So this is one of those days I want people to forget about the jobs
and
enjoy, have fun.
This is 2024, and what take you so long to bring it down to the UK after so many years of LaffMatazz?
I needed to consolidate on the home base 14 years ago, which was when I first wanted to come.
Okay.
But I felt it was more important to build the comedy sector in the Southwest. Because then everywhere you go, you'll be hearing area. And I felt it was important that we built young generals too that will come and be able to say, you know, Nibadan here, in Abeokuta, in Ilorin, in Osogbo, and all that. And 14 years down the line, we've done that.
Okay.
Although that still continues, but we now felt that it was time for us to come out. Unfortunately for me, some of the people that I should have seen 14 years ago are now more matured.
Married and
all that. So this is why I'm bringing something matured to them.
Good. So to bring this type of show to the UK, the cost must have been huge. Sponsorship and everything. How did it come about?
Funny enough, we don't have any sponsorship.
Wow.
Myself and my partners, the Aristos Band, we're doing this from pockets.
Okay.
And is a brand we want to create, and hopefully the gate will be good, and going forward, people will see what we're bringing differently and key into it.
So anytime you go for a show, do you come with a Aristo? You do show together? Or?
Yeah, we actually met on the party circuit. They're, in my estimation, one of the finest bands to have come out of Africa, and I've always had this idea of this kind of show that, you know, you tell jokes, people are eating, they are dancing, they are sweating, you know. And when that came up, they wanted to talk too, and we sat down. Luckily, we have an organ in common, somebody who believes in both brands.
Okay.
So we spoke, and he said, "Why don't you guys just do this together?" You know, and that's how we came about it.
Well, very, very interesting. So would this be an annual event or just one-time occasion?
We plan it to be an annual event. I can't wait to. Okay, every year in Nigeria I do 6 cities.
6 cities, okay.
For the year. This year we're testing our feet in waters outside Nigeria. Next year we want to add Canada, we want to add the US, and we still add a few cities in Nigeria. So
North America
is definitely something we want to keep doing.
Is it going to be the same time next year here, or you're going to change the...
Let's see how this goes. Let's see how this goes.
Oh, the first one for sure. I understand that. So what was the concept of LaffMatazz from the start, and who were the people involved in the beginning?
Okay, from the very beginning.
We don't know, what year was the first one I ever...
The very first LaffMatazz in Nigeria, the concert series, was about 20 years ago. It was the first one was at Excellence Hotel. From the Excellence Hotel, we moved to Sheraton. From Sheraton, we moved to Motherland. We had the first open air comedy concert.
Okay.
And that was when, after that, we started touring. We've toured Ibadan, Abeokuta, Ilorin, Oshogbo, Akure, Ado-Ekiti, Ekpe.
Cover almost everywhere.
We've covered everywhere in the Southwest. And we've given a platform that has grown a lot of new generals.
So what are the people that supported you that time? The comedians, young and old.
Okay, I've always said this, not being vain. Anybody who is anybody in music and comedy has been on the LaffMatazz platform, from Davido to Tiwa Savage to Two-Face Idibia, MI, everybody who is anybody. Then from comedy, Alibaba, Bakassi, Basket Mouth, everybody who is everybody.
Would you like to see a comedy club built in Nigeria just for comedy? Like a comedy.
Funny enough, we have a couple of comedy clubs.
Okay. For just comedy, no.
I would love. Funny enough, I started the first comedy club in Nigeria, and it was opposite. It was opposite Lagos Country Club. It was just for comedy.
Okay.
But with time, I just got bored with it and moved on. You know. But I would like to see what I saw in South Africa. There's a place called the Blue Room in South Africa. Okay. It's just for stand-up comedy, and hopefully something like that would happen in Nigeria.
Yeah, it would be very nice to have because there's a lot of comedians coming out from Nigeria, heavy. What does it mean to be a stand-up comedian?
What it simply means is you have the gift of gab. You make a living from making people laugh any which way you can. Some don't talk, some talk, some act it out.
Some use
music. So any which way.
Okay, good. So when people come to see you, what do people take away from your comedy? What do you want?
I belong to that school of thought that believes that comedy should not just be for the sake of laughing alone. You take something away. You learn something. You see maturity. You see versatility, but most importantly, you take something away that pricks your mind.
Have you ever had someone approach you after a comedy show saying that what you said on that stage?
Yes. There was, and may so rest in peace, somebody jumped from, I think the guy was the MD of, I forgot, one of the early telecoms company in Nigeria. And usually when I start, I do, okay, pray for your neighbor, tell your neighbor you want. I say, tell your neighbor you won't jump from the 7th floor of your building. And when...
What's going to happen to you?
When I finished, the guy just came to me and said, what you said is wrong. What you said is very wrong. This man, you don't know what made him jump, this or that. I felt bad. And, that's one of the things that teaches you as you grow, that the older you get, the more responsible you get with what you say.
So you mean a comedian has to be really cautious with your
you have
message?
You see, there are different schools of thoughts. There are those who just believe that, oh boy, me will just talk. But there are some who also believe that because of the level of maturity, there's some things you can say better or you can avoid saying.
Well, how has the rise of social media affected the heart of comedy compared to when you started?
It's helped build comedy in leaps and bounds. I remember when we started stand-up, what we had basically were people acting on TV, people emceeing and doing stand-up. But now a new ball game has emerged, the skit makers.
Yes.
Now, comedy has made it easy for you to be... social media has made it easy for you to be seen wherever you are, and it's helped us in leaps and bounds. The question people always ask is, are you sure that skit making is not affecting you as a stand-up comedian? And I say no, everybody has his market.
Definitely.
There's a ready market for stand-up. Not every skit maker can stand, and not every stand-up can do skits.
A lot of people. Well, we will get there. We get
But
there.
you see, you'd always see a difference.
Yes, definitely. And then a lot of artists have mentioned that they faced struggles before achieving success. What was your personal journey like on the road to becoming who you are today?
My personal struggle initially in the industry, that
Yeah,
is,
so, yeah.
is that my people didn't want me to do stand-up comedy. They always said,
Family.
"Oh, we sent you to the best schools in this country. Say you want to be Babasala, Olomaje." You know, but with time, I stuck at it. When I started, it was difficult to break in because what I was bringing was raw. I was doing more of the Agbero thing. What Brother Shaggy does well now. That was what I started with, but with time,
On the screen and on stage.
on screen, on stage. I remember back in the days, I would do A for Agbero, B for bus stop, C for Carigo, you know. But with time, and that's why I tell young people, with time, acceptance will come. Just keep doing what you're doing, wait for your time, and don't stop.
Right. So you talk about skate makers earlier. So a lot of skate makers are now trying their hands at stand-up comedy. Do you support the trend?
Yes, I do. Once you're good at it, just keep going. But if not, stick to what you know best. See, we do not have enough stand-up comedians in Nigeria to cater for our population.
Okay.
We, on an average in Lagos, I have, on a Saturday, I have like 3-4 people asking me to anchor their events. So, and I can't do more than 2 if one is early and one is late. If we had more people, the pressure will be less.
Okay.
So we need more.
You mean in other states, not just in Lagos?
Other states, Lagos, other states. But what I always preach is professionalism. Do it professionally.
How strong is the community of stand-up comedians compared to that of those who create skates online?
I used to think we were very strong. I used to think we were very strong because we had no qualms, we had no issues until podcasts started and I started hearing things. But I still believe that the bond we have is bigger and greater than what divides us. We have a brotherhood that thrives.
Yes.
You know, I've not heard that this comedian is not talking to this comedian. Everybody has said, "Oh, no. If we see that issue, we come in and try to put people together."
Okay. So the social media landscape in Nigeria is quite chaotic.
Very.
Do you think it would be a good idea for the government to regulate it? Because the way
Honestly,
right now is crazy.
Honestly, I don't. That is one thing I've always thought about. I don't know. Sometimes I think it should be regulated, but sometimes I also think that there should be freedom, you know. So sometimes you don't see our people like to overdo. But then overdoing is also part of freedom. So do I want it to be regulated? I don't know. Do I want people to be more responsible? Yes, I do.
Okay. So you talk about podcasts earlier. You thinking of putting out your...
Yeah, I have a podcast coming up already. We've shot one season, we're editing, and we'll be up and running very soon.
Regular podcast, just one off.
No, regular. We talk to people to hear about their stories, what has helped them, what they would advise other people to do, and all that. It's just.
Is it going to be more of a comedian or just?
No, it's called gisting with the GCON. We just sit down and gist. I can gist with anybody. Today you might just see me gisting with the president.
Okay.
I might gist with a driver. I might gist.
I'll buy everybody.
Anybody.
Okay, go. So, what's your opinion on the Nigerian government banning arresting those who are spraying money? The no gist on the street, because it's going to affect a lot of life.
It's going to affect a lot of live bands, but then I think there's a way around it.
Well,
I was telling my brother, get this board that shows your account number. People will transfer to you. You know the sweet Nigerians. Nigerians want to throw the money, but I think we should we should calm down. We should calm down. I'd rather give you than show the whole world that I'm giving. We just like that feeling of throwing. But I think with time, we'll get used to it. Nigerians, once you tell us to go this way, eventually we go the way.
Where do we go? Okay. What was your experience flying with hairpiece? And would you recommend it to
I couldn't
Nigerians?
get earpiece. I was gonna get earpiece, but I'm going back with earpiece. In fact, because of earpiece, I'm spending more money.
Great.
Because I had to buy one way and the other way to go with earpiece. I'm very excited that earpiece is, and I flew two of my artists on earpiece.
Okay.
I'm very excited that earpiece is here. Anything that is Nigerian gives me strong bones, good teeth, and bright eyes.
Yeah,
you know.
Tunde Onakoya just broke the Guinness World Record for playing chess.
The chess guy. Yes.
You know,
I've said something, and I'll say it again. Anywhere in the world you get where you don't find a Nigerian excelling, remove your shoes, put them under your armpits, and start to run. That is the Nigerian spirit. It's the spirit of excellence. That's why it hurts me when I travel abroad and you hear, oh, Nigerians are fraudsters, Nigerians are this. I see hardworking Nigerians like you. Every day Nigerians are breaking boundaries, and I'm excited.
Especially the music. Look where we are right now, breaking everywhere.
And we've not started anything yet because we don't even know our brand of music yet.
Yes.
I disagree totally with that Afrobeats categorization. I think Nigerian music in itself should have a genre that goes out to the world. Because now in Ghana, they say they sing Afrobeats. No, but they categorize them as Afrobeats at the Grammy. So there must be something coming out of Nigeria, like reggae came out of Jamaica.
Yeah, for sure. What message do you have for the Nigerian government, considering the difficult times people are going through?
I like what they're doing now, all the palliatives being put in place.
Okay.
But I believe that we have to treat the root cause. Let's look at how we can get people to the farms. Let's look at how we can get food security. Let's look at how we can bring corruption to the barest minimum. Nobody can ever stop corruption anywhere in the world. Let's say we can bring it to the barest minimum. Let's look at how we can make our economy strong and virile. And let's look at how we can give our people power, electricity. Once we can provide 60% of Nigerians with the right power, you'll be surprised at how Nigeria will fly.
Yeah, talk to us more about LaffMatazz. What should we be expecting now and in the future?
LaffMatazz, over 3 decades and still going. We never stop. We will keep going to places where we've not been. We'll still keep giving platforms to people to thrive, and we'll never, ever, ever stop.
So who are the upcoming ones that we should be looking out for, the comedians?
Unfortunately for me on this trip, because of the rate of the Naira to the pound, I couldn't come with as many people as I want to. But tonight, watch out for Madiba of Comedy on stage. He's a Benin boy who is on top of his game. But I have so many back home that were supposed to be on this list. There's Babalaria, there's Dr. Smile from Abeokuta, there's MC Layo from Akure. Oh, then there's another young guy that came from Nigeria too. His name is Dr. Arutele from Ondo State. Watch out for him. He's off the hook.
Thank you, Mr. Gbenga Adeyinka. First, Abi.
Factory. 7-8.
I can reach out to you, sir.
I'm on all. My daughter asked me one day, Daddy, you're on TikTok. I said, my darling, we go everywhere. So I'm on TikTok, Gbenga Adeyinka. I'm on Instagram, Gbenga Adeyinka first, JCON. I'm on Facebook, Gbenga Adeyinka, and another page, Gbenga Adeyinka the first. I'm on X or Instagram or Twitter, Gbenga Adeyinka. I'm on
LinkedIn.
I'm on LinkedIn, Gbenga Adeyinka. There's one more. Just type Gbenga Adeyinka, you see me.
Thank you very much.
Thank
nice
you.
to meet you.
Pleasure.
Thank you.